guys, I'm Jada, and today we are back and we are discussing something completely new today. We are going to be talking about the Ferguson riots that happened around 2014 2015. So, this week in class, in my digital media literacy class with the amazing Dr. P, we were able to watch this documentary about Ferguson and just a lot of the racial politics that have been going on in Ferguson and St. Louis and the Missouri area. And I was able to learn so much about everything that kind of happened. So for me personally, or for most of my classmates, when the Ferguson riots happened and the Michael Brown shooting happened, we were about maybe 11, 12. So of course you get a grasp, and my parents raising me who I am, I know right from wrong, and I know what happened to Michael Brown was wrong. But now being older, you definitely see a lot more relation. Now you're growing up and I'm almost the age of Michael Brown, or I am the age of Michael Brown, or I have friends who look like him or who are that age. So it definitely, not only do I have a better awareness, but just through lived experience, I feel like I have a better connection to everything that happens. And so I really enjoyed the documentary we watched today. We watched in class, and some things I got from it and some different takeaways I had a lot, so be prepared. But I hope you guys find them intriguing, and I hope you guys, if you do watch the documentary, which I will link below, you guys also will want to watch. So one thing that a lot of the people who were being interviewed, whose stories were being told in the documentary, was they had this disappointment because they knew, a lot of adults, they knew how the case would proceed and how the jury would find Darren Wilson, the police officer. They knew they would find him not guilty. And I think a lot of Black people who live in America, Black people worldwide, have felt, we always have this pride being Black, but there is always kind of a immense disappointment because we see so much of the government, so much of society do these steps where you have to remind yourself, am I really in 2022? Like, we had a Black president. Like, it seems, especially in a post-Trump era, like Trump's presidency was probably the biggest step back we could have had from having a Black president. So it is this overall disappointment because there's so many choices that America makes that reinforces the idea that we don't matter and that our bodies aren't important and our lives aren't important. So I really related to that type of disappointment they had. I think they also mentioned something really intriguing when it comes to schools. And I think one of the participants who was being filmed in the documentary, his son was talking about his interaction with his teachers and how they address things. And just coming from high school, I feel like a lot of the times, a lot of things weren't addressed, I know, or teachers didn't have strong opinions about things that, as a Black girl growing up, I had a strong opinion about. Because how can you say I can't comment on this right now when there's only one way to comment? There's only one way to feel about this, which is it's wrong that unarmed, that innocent Black person is dead. There's only one opinion about it. And so hearing teachers, most of the time my teachers did not look like me, hearing teachers say they can't really say anything or not properly address it, I think that's enough of an answer in itself. And to not have a strong opinion about something that is endangering me and endangering my family, you feel unheard. And so I really like that the kid in the documentary talked about that, because a lot of times these teachers want you to raise your hand in class and they want you to do this, and I'm now feeling like you don't deserve my answers, you don't deserve my participation because you don't care about me. And you care about me in the sense you want me to get all A's, but you don't care about the politics about it, you don't care about me, you don't care about my community. And so that definitely causes you to disengage, and I really related to that. One very interesting thing I did learn in the documentary, I'm from Chicago, so a lot of times, well, it's one big city, we have wards, we have neighborhoods, but just seeing how Missouri, the St. Louis area was broken up, it made my head hurt, honestly. The municipalities and how they're using all these technicalities for the speeding tickets against Black people and trying to get them these warrants, that was crazy to me. And just seeing like all these different towns. Another thing I did notice in the documentary was we were seeing these white men protesting, and protesting about what? I don't know. I don't know what there ever is for white men to protest about, but they were protesting and they were armed, and one of them had a rifle. And I'm looking at this because white men with guns scare me. They honestly scare me, and they should scare everyone. So I'm looking at this and I'm just seeing like they're talking to this documentary, they're all good. If they saw black people, brown people standing there with guns, that's gang activity. So, and then we see this, white people are able to say this nonsense and carry these assault rifles, and black people can't just live. And we can't just walk around on the street. And seeing the difference in how the police handle it in these interactions, there's no way to excuse it and justify it. And we see a lot of justification comes into place and a lot of explanations come into place, but it's simple. We see how you handle white people and how you handle black people, armed or not. I hope you guys, I'm gonna put a link for the documentary that Dr. P showed me. Thanks for watching and viewing. Bye.